Welcome, everyone. This is Tracy Una Wagner with Versatile Inspirations and the Lightworkers and Earth Angels Academy and Study Hall. And welcome to this series. I am going to be offering you some tips and tricks and my favorites and what I use things for. What kind of tarot deck do I use in order to do a certain type of reading? What kind of oracle cards are my favorites and what do I use them for? Things such as pendulums and crystals and even books that I find extremely helpful. I wanted to do this because I've seen so many people doing unboxing videos, which is super helpful, especially if you're in the market to purchase a new tarot or oracle deck or a new this or that. But I haven't seen a lot of videos explaining after the fact, after people have worked with the deck for a while and what they have come to find out about the deck for themselves, which is helpful because maybe you're into doing romance readings, or maybe you're into doing past life readings. What cards would work best with those scenarios? Yes, they do have specific decks that work well for those things, like past life oracle decks, but more specifically, what kind of clients do I work with for certain types of decks? There again, angel decks, fairy decks, mermaid decks, and the list goes on and on. Over the years, I found that I have a tendency to grab certain decks when I know my client or I know the type of reading that I'm going to be doing. Some people like to ask for a deck. I do have clients that say, hey, I'd like to work with a fairy deck, or I feel very drawn to angels. I'd prefer to work with angel decks. And that's just fine. I'll give you some of my favorites that have really been able to tap into energy easily and effortlessly, in my opinion. So this series is going to be a lot of my personal opinion, but I'm going to give you pros and cons, if there's any cons, but mostly tips and tricks on things that are my favorites and what I've come to see as benefits for each and every item that I use. Books I'll be talking about are some of the ones that I find that I turn to over and over and over again. I really hold close. I really have them just within arm's reach. And so if I get stumped, or if something comes to me and I want to write it down or write a blog post or just talk about it, then I find these books to be very helpful in teaching and guiding and mentoring people. All right, if you have a favorite that you would like me to talk about or use and see what my opinions are, feel free to comment below and let me know what your favorites are and tell me a little bit about why they're your favorites. If you've heard of a deck or you've heard of a certain tool or technique, feel free to drop me a line as well. I love learning new things, and if I can learn something and then pass on the knowledge to you, then it's even better. So look for the new videos coming to you and coming to this channel every couple weeks. I will be finding a new thing to share with you. All right. As always, I'm sending you and yours love, light, and eternal blessings. Take care.